Judd and Dubay post-show. Jeffrey, as we were on the air today doing our 9 to 1 Wednesday show.
I'm bullying you. I'm bullguarding.
Yeah, well, you got the nice sweater, by the way.
Thank you. Hoodie.
The news broke that Josh Freeman suffered a concussion on Monday night against the Giants, and it now looks like Christian Ponder almost certainly will start on Sunday night against the Packers. And so Ponder, who went 0-3 and gave way to Matt Castle, who went 1-1, who then gave way to Josh Freeman, who went 0-1, we're now coming full circle to Christian Ponder. So you tell me, who the hell is the starting quarterback of this team? Your Minnesota Vikings?
We don't have a starting quarterback. We have a starting rotation. We just got our sports mixed up.
What's the worst rotation right now? 2013 Twins, 2013 Vikings. Who has a worse starting rotation?
2013 Vikings, without a doubt.
Okay.
Although the Vikings would like to have the long ball. The Twins gave up too many long balls. It's, again, a strange juxtaposition. But what I don't get here is why not Castle? Because nothing good can come out of this if you're the Vikings. I mean, if Ponder goes and plays this great game and beats Green Bay, okay, it buys you some goodwill with the fan base. But now you got to play Ponder, don't you? Don't you have to come back and keep playing him? But if Castle would go in and play and do well, there's no downside to that because everybody knows that Castle's not your future.
Right.
I mean, that you got to take a look at Freeman while he's here. But if Ponder plays well, I think you have an obligation to play him again. I just think it would open Pandora's box here for these people. And it's just a can of worms you don't want to dive into. And that's exactly why last year at the end of the year, everybody said, okay, New York, all your quarterbacks are hurt. Well, how can you not give Tebow a chance? He's been through hell. Because if you play Tebow and he has one of these weird, fluky Tebow games, now you're stuck with him. The fan base would be clamoring for it, and you'd be screwed. And that's what that could happen here. I mean, Ponder's not as ridiculously bad as Tebow.
Here's what I don't get. Why don't you go back to Castle for this game against the Packers? Because he just gives you, he's going to give you the most even keel performance, right?
Yeah.
By the way, my hair is really funky right now.
I think I look
He's going to give you the most even keel. He's going to give you, it might not be a great performance. Ooh, that was the
Tebow.
The thinker.
No, it was Tebow. Wow.
Oh, that's the thinker.
I'm not the
Ponder might give you who knows what he's going to give you. But Christian Ponder not in the Vikings world to a lost cause at this point?
You'd think
What's
so.
he going to do for you?
You'd think so.
And Josh Freeman, by the way, at some point in time, you're going to have to play him again. You're paying him $2 million to find out what you have for 1 year. This thing is as convoluted. This is turned into the 2010 season. This is so convoluted right now. Minus Brad Childress, everything that can go wrong is going wrong. And to me, the Vikings aren't helping themselves. And if I'm a veteran player, if I'm Jared Allen, Kevin Williams, Adrian Peterson, Chad Greenway, I'm thinking to myself, what the heck's going on here? We have no quarterback.
Yep.
You have no idea. I was sold all training camp, if you're one of those players, that Christian Ponder was the guy. He's not the guy. But now he is the guy because the guy we picked up is hurt. And by the way, the guy who won the only game for you this season, well, he's not playing. It's just so confusing.
Well, and we have kind of joked around a little bit, semi-seriously, about how much regret Greg Jennings has about his decision at this point, whether he does or doesn't. It'd be understandable if he did. How about Josh Freeman? He's been here a week and a half, and now they're making him invent injuries to not play. He's got to be, what the hell am I doing here? I mean, how long does that take to get to, you remember my Gopher football plan of changing down in distance to rebuild?
Yeah.
That's 3rd and 7 years to go. I think what we need to do for the Vikings is how many games until a new guy knows it's a mistake. So we got a 3rd and 3 games to go until Josh Freeman knows he's screwed up.
And that might be, but this is now, to me, this is so far
dysfunctional.
Beyond the scope of normal. And that's why I would start Castle. He won the only game for you. Then you don't have to worry about the whole Ponder factor that you just talked about.
Yeah.
We did not do a video reacting to the game. We've talked about this on our show, on our 9 to 1 show. But the other thing too is
too late. I was sleepy.
We're being sold this bill of goods about Monday night 23-7 loss by the Vikings. That they go in there and they run the ball 14 times and pass the ball Freeman 53 times, and Peterson runs the ball 13 times, and the game sort of got away from them offensively.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of crap. They went in with this game plan.
Crap.
You don't get the game is too close. If it's 30-0 and you start passing, then you can sell me on we had to pass. That's BS. You passed the ball 53 times and ran it 14 and had your Pro Bowl running back run it 13 times. That game didn't get away from you. That game was close. You decided that you were going to be a passing team. You had Josh Freeman in for 4 practices with the first team. You did him a disservice, you did Peterson a disservice, and somebody at Winter Park needs to be held accountable for that game plan. That was not a game plan where you decided at the last second, this is what we're going to do. You went in with that plan and you screwed up.
And I think Monday is the ultimate example of how it's become impossible to defend Bill Musgrave. And I don't mean for other teams. I mean for people who actually like him. He's easy to defend.
I got what you meant.
I mean, other teams love to defend Bill Musgrave.
I can defend those
But I mean,
offenses.
you can't come up with a rational explanation of the run to pass ratio, the play split on Monday night. There's no sense behind it whatsoever. A quarterback who was ill-equipped to even play in that game, let alone attempt to carry you with a ridiculous amount of attempts. The all-world running back only gets it 13 times in a game that was a one-score game late in the third, early in the fourth quarter. You tell me what makes sense about throwing it 53 times. I mean, and the sad thing is, we had to air it 53 times to complete 20 passes for under 200 yards, and we didn't get in the end zone. I mean, it was beyond pathetic.
That's it.
You got to at some point see that doesn't work.
That's it for us.
Now it's it. That's it
it
now.
for us.
Yeah, I'll say when it's it.
Are you done?
No, yeah, I'm done. It's
Okay,
it.
that's it for us. I'm Zolgad. He's Dubay. You can hear us 9 to 1
Not it.
weekdays on 1500 ESPN on promoing things. 9 to 1 weekdays on 1500 ESPN, also 1500ESPN.com, which is where you are right now, and we appreciate that. See you later.
And that's it.